Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Da is for Deen, Al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan.
Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. One sure way to elevate poverty and purify wealth is through regular payment of zakat. No wonder Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation is working day and night to enhance standard of living for all and sundry through economic empowerment, free healthcare delivery, support for widows and orphans, provision of iftar during Ramadan, mosque support. There is also work program through which Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation collects donation of land, building or other property and thereafter invest it, while we use the profit to better the lot of indigent Muslims in the society. Please contact Suit 10, Tafa Balewa Square, East Pavilion, opposite High Court, Lagos Island. Telephone 081-1819-3599 or 080-3538-2911. Website zakatandsadaqat.org.ng. Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, caring, creating socio-economic balance.
Lotus Bank, your dynamic bank, brings you warm greetings this holy month of Ramadan. As you observe your fast diligently, please remember to share Ramadan love and kindness to all around you. Ramadan Kareem from Lotus Bank.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We thank God, we glorify His name, we appreciate Him for making it possible for us to be on air today once again to continue with our enlightenment on issue of zakat and waqf. Today we are going to look at the important aspect of waqf and zakat collection. That is, you need to create a robust package for an efficient and effective waqf and zakat collection. You need to create this so as to make it easy for people to be willing to pay and to be assured that whatever they are paying will be used judiciously. And there is no hard and fast rule that in order to achieve this, you must create a process. This process must be transparent, must be easy, and must be also easily understandable to those who want to pay. This will encourage them to pay and will assure that you assure them that whatever you are giving out will be used judiciously for the benefit of those that the benefit is intended to benefit. However, if you fail to establish a process that will be transparent and that will be easy for people to understand, then what you are doing is you are trying to do a disservice to yourselves and to Muslims in general. Therefore, in doing this, you need to take into consideration some important aspects of this great task that you are trying to do to humanity. Number one, like I said, the process must be simple, especially in the aspect of waqf. You have to create a very good enlightenment platform to encourage people, to enlighten them, and then get their intention to be willing to donate. This is very important. You must create a good awareness package platform for people to understand what you are trying to say. Because if they don't understand what you don't want them to do, then it's very difficult for them to partake in whatever you are campaigning to them to come and join and partake in. Therefore, it is very important for you to create an awareness platform that will critically analyze and explain to people what you really want them to do, and so that they can understand perfectly, and then they will be willing to contribute. Number two, the professionalism of the mutawalli and the nazir is very important. They must be professional, they must be well trained in the aspect of workful management. They must be well trained in the aspect of workful administration. They must have the good knowledge and understanding of what they want to do, and they must be professional in conducting their job. Once they are professionally qualified and competent in carrying out their tasks, then they will definitely earn the trust of those who are intending to give out whatever they want to do, whatever they want to give out as work. So it's very important to enhance the capacity, to build the capacity of the mutawalli and the nazir, that is the managers and the administrator of workful. Also, it is very important to build a simple process, just like the one I analyzed in my first lecture, that those are those steps that you need to do before you can give out work. Therefore, you have to get the process. The process must be simple. You can digitalize it. You can make it easily accessible to people. You must look at it. It must be very simple. And it must be very concise, so that when they access it, it's very easy for them to understand. And then you now get their buy-in, and they begin to also give you what you want them to give. Also, the maslaha, we have the maslaha is very important here. It is the job of the nazir to make sure that they protect the maslaha in such a way that you have maximum benefit to the mawquf alayh, which is the beneficiary. It is very important for them, that is the nazir and the mutawalli, to provide optimal benefit to the mawquf alayh. This will create a robust form, and then will create the confidence that is being needed. So it is the responsibility of the nazir and mutawalli to look at the maslaha that will be of best benefit to both the waqif and the mawquf alayh. Mawquf alayh here is very important, that is the beneficiary of the waqf. And also, it is very important that the nazir will be transparent in managing, investing all the waqf assets, and providing good record accounts of all investment done, the returns that are expected from each waqf investment, also, and give account of how they are going to sectionalize the revenue into parts they are going to use to develop the asset, parts they are going to use to pay those who are working in managing the asset, and parts they are going to use to do benefit for those who are being stipulated to benefit from the particular work. So it's very important that the nazir be transparent and be accountable, and must not hide anything, so that this can create the trust needed between the waqif, the mutawalli, and both the beneficiary. If this being done, the trust will be earned, and more people will be interested in donating assets for waqf. Also, there must be a good record system of all assets that are being donated, their location, their state at every particular time. That you are clicking any point, you know the asset, you know the state of the asset, the level of development that have come in contact with the asset, the revenue generating from each asset, what they are using the revenue for. The record must be clear, and the location of all assets must be clearly stated, so that no asset is lost. Because if you don't keep a good record, when donations start pouring and you don't have a good process of recording that is digitalized, that you can go to trace the history of all assets donated to the particular organization, it is very, very, very likely that people will not want to patronize you because of your poor record keeping. And also you have to make sure that whatever you are being given, you make it productive. The productivity is very important, and that's why the managers must be those who are very competent in the area of investing, and they must also be creative. They must be dynamic in everything they are doing, and their basic goal is to maintain the asset and also create benefit for the Mawquf Alayh. This, when the Waqf administrator do all this, definitely will create a lot of robust platform for them to collect a lot of work. In the area of zakat as well, it is not, most of the things mentioned for the Waqf also apply to those who are managing zakat. Number one, they must also be transparent in their zakat collection. Number two, they must make zakat assessment very easy for people to understand. If you want to assess yourself for zakat, the system they will put before you must be easy for those who are intending to pay zakat to understand. And then the step they must take for them to assess the zakat, to assess themselves on zakat and pay zakat must be very simple. Then also, for the zakat operators, they must also be professionally competent. They must know all the judgment, all the school of thought on particular aspects, the particular items, the nisab, what they are going to pay on each item, how they are going to pay it, the issue of how you are going to resolve that at least 1 year running before you can pay zakat, those items that are exempted to take up to 1 year before you pay zakat. All these must be clearly stated by the zakat operators. Also, they must be contended. They must be disciplined. They must not take anything outside what is due to them. For the organization, you cannot go to assess zakat and you are giving gift and you say, this is my own, which the Prophet Muhammad frowns at during his lifetime. So you must be transparent. Anything you are giving, you must be transparent. You must be highly accountable. You must keep adequate record of payers, and there must be duty of secrecy. You must not expose the name of those who are paying zakat to you and announce so and so have paid. No, you must keep their information secret, and this you earn the trust of those who are paying zakat to you. And also, you must make sure that you train your staff regularly for all zakat aspects, and you must try to make sure that your staff are very, very well grounded in all aspects of zakat calculation. And also, you must make sure that you also keep good record, you digitalize your process so that it will be easy for people to access information on the zakat collection and disbursement. If you do some of this, I'm sure you will create a robust system of zakat collection and earning the trust of people to pay your zakat, to pay their zakat to your organization, as well as give waqf to those who are managing waqf. And then by this doing, more people will benefit and your organization will be sustainable. At the end of the day, we'll all be happy in this life and the life hereafter. I hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant us understanding of what we have said and make sure that at the end of the day, we have a better society. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Every time you feel
He wants to make Nigeria economy better. She hates injustice and wants to stand for those who cannot stand for themselves. He believes Nigeria refineries can work. He wants to make that change. It takes true character to make a better public service. She wants to make a public servant. But it is not enough to dream. We need to turn dreams into reality and Start Well Schools is the place to start.
One of the missions of Start Well School is to provide qualitative education with a pristine Islamic teaching that meets this ever-dynamic world. And to the glory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can beat our chest over it that we have produced those who have these qualities.
When somebody finishes in this school, he is an ambassador of Islam. We will have practiced Islam within us. So by the time he gets out, he's used to the way of life. So we just want Muslims that will represent us Islamically in the global world.
Enroll your child today at Start Well Schools, located at 15/19 Karim Street, Agbede Meeting, Asala Bus Stop, Agric, Ikorodu, Lagos. For more information, please call Start Well Schools. Aspire, acquire, achieve.
Start Well School is the best among equal.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
The economic situation in Nigeria is presently biting hard as families find it difficult to have their 3 square meal a day. To cushion the economic hardship in the country, award-winning Zakat And Sadaqat Foundation, a non-governmental charitable organization, has distributed food items to no fewer than 10,000 fasting Muslims across 26 states of the Federation. The distribution exercise tagged Zakat And Sadaqat Ramadan Food Park was held in 23 states in Nigeria. From Lagos to Kwara, Abuja to Kaduna, Abia to Imo State, residents trooped out in large numbers to receive food pack from Zakat And Sadaqat Foundation. According to the executive director and CEO of the foundation, each Ramadan food pack contains rice, beans, semo, groundnut oil, and food ingredients.
From Zakat And Sadaqat Foundation, we are projected to feed over 20,000 families across the nation, especially around this time when so many people are in their need of food. You can see each of these packs. It contains rice, beans, groundnut oil, semolina, as well as other items for the benefit of our brothers and sisters who are in their need to be able to fast this month of Ramadan. Quite a number of people have forwarded their own donation, and we sincerely appreciate all what they have given to us for the benefit of our brothers and sisters. And we are still expecting more.
On today's episode of Path to Paradise, we shall be featuring Kwara State, Zamfara, and other states to see how the Ramadan food pack benefited indigent families who had little or no hope of what to eat for sahur and iftar.
Love is everywhere, so much peace fills up the air. Ramadan, month of the Quran, I feel it inside me, strengthening my iman. But how I wish you'd be here with me. ليتك دوما قريب. I just love the way you make me feel. Every time you come around, you breathe life into my soul. And
According to the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation State Coordinator in Zamfara, Alhaji Ibrahim Tundu, beneficiaries include the physically challenged, widows, orphans, and the aged.
And we are here today. We have just conducted our program successfully on behalf of Women Appeal Organization and in conjunction with Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation Lagos. We are here in Musau, Zamfara State, Nigeria.
Some of the beneficiaries could not hide their excitement after receiving the items. They showered prayers on the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation and their sponsors, home and abroad.
Àwọn woman appeal tán jẹ́ kébi ó pa wá, Ọlọ́run ní fi bí ayérayé pa wọn náà, ní fi pa wọn mọ́ wọn.
Òun náà lẹni tí ń fún yàn jẹ, tí fún yàn mu, tí ń ṣàǹfààní fún yàn. Àwọn tí wọ́n gbé tò yìí lọ ètò dáadáa ni tó jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ àǹfààní àsìkò àti wáyé pásìkò tí a wà tí gbogbo nǹkan lé koko yìí ó wá fi ṣèdẹ̀kùn oore ńlá la lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọba tó lẹ́san lọ́jọ́ wa san wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ dòre.
Thanks for Women Affairs Foundation France. They gave me rice, oil, palm oil, beans, curry, and semo. I worth 35,000 naira. It's not an impact to me, sir, because I'm a man of 3 kids who have accidents since 2016. I'm not doing anything for living, so I'm just lying there for 8 years. So, thank you a lot. I'm very grateful.
wannan kungiya ubangiji Allah shi ƙara ɗaukaka Allah shi albarka Allah shi albarka Allah sa ko baɗi a ƙara mun gode Allah shi ƙara albarka.
To ya za ku zo wanga lokaci wannan abu da aka tallafa muku da shi? Godiya.
With the happy mood and smiles on the faces of these families, Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation urge you to pay your zakat to the foundation for it to be judicially used.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Lotus Bank, your dynamic bank, brings you warm greetings this holy month of Ramadan. As you observe your fast diligently, please remember to share Ramadan love and kindness to all around you. Ramadan Kareem from Lotus Bank.
Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation wants your way to elevate poverty and purify wealth is through regular payment of zakat. No wonder Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation is working day and night to enhance standard of living for all and sundry through economic empowerment, free healthcare delivery, support for widows and orphans, provision of iftar during Ramadan, mosque support. There is also work program through which Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation collects donation of land, building or other property and thereafter invest it while we use the profit to better the lot of indigent Muslims in the society. Please contact Suit 10 Tafa Balewa Square, East Pavilion, opposite High Court, Lagos Island. Telephone 081-1819-3599 or 080-3538-2911. Website zakatandsadaqat.org.ng. Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, caring, creating socio-economic balance.
Workful! Embracing Workful program for oneself or on behalf of the parent is Sadaqat to Jariyah that we afford the dua, Jannah, be easily life. Key into Workful program by bequeathing part of your estate, landed properties and other assets for the sake of Allah. Proceeds or rental fee from this asset assets shall be judiciously utilized by the tested and trusted Z&S Wakfu Foundation to bring succor to the needy and provision of social amenities and economic empowerment. You can also make a donation of a minimum of 10,000 naira that Z&S Wakfu Foundation will collate to procure assets that are economically viable. No doubt, Wakfu is highly rewarding. Contact Z&S Wakfu Foundation, Suite 12, Tafabalewa Square, Lagos. Call 080-3538-2911. With Wakfu, your asset will earn you Jannah. Be easy in life. Be a partaker.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.